Hey folks, Roland Martin here, and welcome to my YouTube channel. Well, today I'm in upstate New York and I'm wading a smallmouth stream on the Mohawk Indian Reservation. And I'm a guest of the Mohawk tribe, and also with Will Clute, the guide service. He has a Mohawk Trails guide service. Anyway, Will has told me he's put me on this nice little stretch of river to wade. And it's plenty of rocks in the water and there's plenty of shallow water, but it's spawning season and the bass have come up the river, thousands of them, and they're spawning in these little pools. So I'm gonna try a topwater plug. I mean, I catch them really good on Cincos, I catch them really good on spinnerbaits, but I'm gonna try a topwater. I don't know how a topwater is gonna go. We're just gonna kind of fool with it. And we're just gonna kind of work it around a little bit, see if they bite it. I don't know if they do or not. Oh, I got one. First cast, son. First cast, a nice smallmouth. Woo, son. Yeah, it was a little one. It's just a smallmouth. Hey, but it's topwater. The visual action. You know, I mean, this is a really incredible river, and there's just thousands of fish here. That's one thing. And I'm going to have to get my pliers because I don't want to get hooked. You don't find fisheries like this. In fact, Will Clute had talked to some of the biologists of the state of New York, and they had run some krill studies and surveys and said that there's more fish per acre in this river than any place that they've ever found in the state of New York. Anyway, let's see if I can't get this thing unhooked somehow. Kind of a dangerous operation, unhooking these smallmouth. Yep. Okay. Go a little smaller, a little bitty one. Hey, but there's 5 and 6 and 7 pound smallmouth in this river. Now, there's a beautiful set of rapids here. Of course, the rapids are only a foot or so deep, but it drops off into 5 and 6 feet of water just below those rapids. And the smallmouth could be stacked in there pretty good. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Oh, there's one. Boy, he got it. Oh, son. He's got it. Second cast. Second cast. I gotta get the camera around to show you what's going on. Woo. Big old fish, big old fish. That's what we're talking about. Big old topwater action. What we got here? Oh yeah, look at that. Couple pounds, not real big. Not real big. But he thinks he's big. Hit the old topwater plug. Now, I'm using my regular standard bass tackle, and I gotta be careful that I don't get hooked. And that's that new Spro Pop 80. I think it's a Pop 80. And I did a show with it in the Everglades with that chrome one, and I caught the fool out of them. I must have caught 30 or 40 bass that day, and I could probably do the same with these smallmouth. Now, what this plug is it's this new Spro Evolution lure, they call it. It's a Pop 80. And that's a beautiful 2.5 pound, 3 pound smallmouth. Let me just show you the plug real quick. It's just the same plug that I catch great big largemouth on it in Florida. And this is the Spro, and it's on the bottom. It says Pop, I think it's a Pop 80. It means it's 80 centimeters long. I have it tied on 17 pound monofilament. They are Gamakatsu hooks. These are really sharp Gamakatsu hooks, by the way. And these Gamakatsus, by the way, Spro is a subsidiary company to Gamakatsu hooks. Gamakatsu hooks actually owns Spro. And so Spro Tackle makes the plug. It's a plug, like I say, I've used all in Florida. And I'm throwing it on my favorite rod. This is a Rush Series 7 foot 3 inches, a little bit of a big rod. I could have used a smaller rod. But nevertheless, it's working good. And I have the 8-to-1 ratio favorite reel. I like that faster reel. It's just a better deal. 17-pound test line. Okay, now what I did then, I just threw it out there and just fished it real slow. And just kind of let it just pop it along. Real slow and easy. Now, there's other lures, you know. The Topwater is one really cool lure. But I tell you what else works really good is a spinnerbait. Spinnerbait's really a good lure. But they were hitting the Topwater for a while, and I had a couple to hit it. I didn't get that big one on it, but you get big fish on the Topwater. We'll get. Ooh. Oh, he's got it. He's got it. Oh, yeah. He's got it. Topwater time. Topwater time. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Okay. Yes, sir. Nice big old 2.5 pounder. Beautiful, beautiful topwater fish. And what I was just letting the current just kind of working it just slow and easy in the current. I didn't pop it a whole lot. I wasn't moving it a whole lot. Just being real careful with it. And sure enough, the big old smallmouth came up and got it. It's probably not the best lure for smallmouth. There's probably, the little Cinco's probably better. Hey, but you can't beat the visual action. If you want to change in pace and you want to have some really exciting action, try a topwater. I mean, a topwater is a big deal. You know, I went to eat lunch and I'm sitting here on the bank eating lunch right now. Kind of a cool deal. Got my waders and I'm just casting out there, maybe catching a smallmouth or two. It's windy, and one thing that just happened out there a little bit ago, I have 2 different GoPros, and I had one GoPro just set up on a tripod, and the wind was so strong, and I was doing this topwater deal, that it blew my tripod. It blew the thing into the lake, into the river, ruined my camera. So I'm recording now the rest of the show on a different GoPro camera because I just ruined one. It just went in the lake out there. I was wading around out there in those rapids, and the wind blew the tripod over. I'm sitting on the bank right now. I'm sitting on a little island. But anyway, see if I can't catch another topwater fish. The wind is blowing like crazy. Sitting here on the bank. I was eating lunch, fixing my GoPro, and look at this. This is a big old smallmouth I got. The big old giant smallmouth. I love it. It's just topwater time. Hey, this is great. Topwater time. Woo, son. Big old 3 or 4 pounder. Oh, he got off right exposed. Oh yeah. Let me get one here. Oh, big fish. Big fish. Big old 4 or 5 pounder. Beautiful, beautiful bass. That's what we're talking about, folks. That's what we're talking about. Topwater time. Topwater time. Okay. Big, beautiful bass. Big old 3 or 4 pounder. That's what it's all about. Big giant topwater fish. I love it. I tell you, wading around in these rivers, This is a treat. Reminds me of the time I grew up in Maryland, and I had such great luck in the Potomac River, the Shenandoah River, the Susquehanna River. But actually, this river, the St. Regis up here in the Mohawk territories, is the best river I've ever seen. It has the finest smallmouth ever. Really, really good. And topwater fish as well. That's the whole key. I love a topwater bite. I just love a topwater bite. Make a long cast. I tell you folks, this is heaven on earth. This is something else, son. Whew. Hey, come on in, I'll get you on film. Come on, I'll get you on camera. Hey, here's my buddy Will Clute. Will is the champion guide. He runs Mohawk Trails Guide Service, and it is the finest guide service in the world. This guy that we're about ready to talk to right now is responsible for me being up here. This is Will Clute, the famous guide, the best guide. In fact, some people say he's the best guide east of the Mississippi.
That's the truth.
Anyway, Will, hey, how you doing? You got your new aluminum boat already, huh?
Yeah, I was messing around with it, trying to make sure it was all set.
Well, thank you for letting me come up here. Listen, I've just caught just a ton of fish, and I'm using this topwater plug. Caught one over 5.
Nice.
On the topwater, and several 4s and several 3s, and they're just eating it up.
Nice.
Hey, wait. Hey, folks, this is Will Clute. Hey, Will, I'm gonna probably get in the boat here, if I may. Hey, I like your boat. You got it all set up for the river, huh?
Yeah, I got it set up for the shallows.
Now, what Will does, he has, how many boats do you have?
I have 4 boats like this.
4 boats. He has a whole bunch of guide parties and stuff that he has, and he's got a nice trolling motor on here now. And this is your boat that you're going to use in the marshes and the rivers, huh?
Yeah, we use this in the shallows where the rocks are. There's a lot of rocks, shallow rocks.
Yeah. You're
standing in there, and
sure.
You know, you can't take a bass boat in there. You can't take like my walleye boat, my big water boat.
Right.
But these guys, they work perfect for it. They're flat bottom.
It is perfect.
You can go into 6, 7, 8 inches of water.
Now, what do you charge for your guide parties? What
I charge $250 per person.
Per day. Okay.
Per day, yes.
Okay. That's good. I tell you, folks, this is the best smallmouth fishing in the world. The best I've ever seen. If you want some serious smallmouth fishing, look up Will Clute at Mohawk
Trails Guide Service.
Mohawk Trails Guide Service.
We have a Facebook page, Instagram page, and you can go on the website and contact me.
Well, hey, well, thanks again, Will, for making this available. I've caught so many nice bass today, and I just love waiting around. It reminds me of when I was growing up on the Potomac River.
I know, it does. It just,
you don't need a boat. I mean, a boat, yeah, you need a boat, really. Yeah. We need boats, but it's still fun to get out there and wait, you know?
Yeah, for the guys that, that can't afford boats. Like, growing up, we couldn't afford boats when we first started, so we went out waiting.
Right.
Yeah, this is a great place. You can do just about any type of technique here.
Okay, folks, we'll see you again soon, and thanks for watching this show, and be sure to subscribe and hit that likes button. We'll see you again soon.